Hello, I'm FM and welcome to my channel. As always, thanks for joining me. New subscribers and old, if you are new, feel free to join the family. Hit that subscribe button and make sure you all hit the bell so you never miss one of my future videos. But thank you to anyone who hits a thumbs up, comments, or becomes a patron. You'll find a link to that down below in the description. Little as £1 a month, you can help keep the channel going and help keep the wife off my back. Massively appreciated. So, this video, Sir Jim Ratcliffe at Manchester United. Now, I'm a Manchester United fan, and last night we had some pretty hopeful news, really, that the Glazers are thinking of new investors or potentially selling. I think every Man United fan stands together and says that we all want the Glazers to go. It'd be absolutely fantastic to get rid of them, get someone in who cares about the club, who's got some money, who can upgrade Old Trafford, upgrade our training facilities, and get this club back on top, because we are the biggest club in the country, if not the world. We've got more fans than most, and we deserve to be back there. Hopefully we will be back there one day. Now, I've not made this video, I've not rushed it and put it together because of that news last night. I did this a couple of days ago. This idea came from one of my subscribers. I think they made a comment on my Manchester United beta series about getting rid of the Glazers, and I've thought about it ever since. And that's what all I wanted to do. I wanted to see what could happen. I'll explain it a bit more when we get going. So let's get going. Now, we're going to start here on the 1st of April 2030. It's a save point from my current series, Meat Pie Sausage Roll with Oldham Athletic. If you haven't seen it, check it out. Fantastic little series. And look. Now, I'm playing this. Got quite far into it. I did an experiment recently where I put Erling Haaland at Ashton United till 2040. And as a Man United fan, I always have a look. I keep tabs. How are we doing? And on that 2040 Haaland video, they didn't win a single Premier League or single Champions League. They won a couple of Carabaos. I think I saw them won the Europa League, but not winning the competitions we should be winning as Manchester United. And again on here, look, the 10th by 2030. They've only managed, in all my time at Oldham, to get in the top 3 once. And you can forget about the Champions League. Now, I'm showing you this just because this is United now on Football Manager. Some people say they're still overpowered. I did a beta series that did really well really quickly, but I'm a human being and I bought the right players and I did the right business. But from different simulations now and different series and experiments, I'm noticing United are okay. And we're better than okay. We're not a title winning side, but we're usually up there, top 6. And that's because they've got the Glazers in charge and the debt on the club. And I want to know, if we had something different, no Glazers, no debt, and an owner that gave a shit, would it make any difference according to Football Manager? So, of course, the most famous potential buyer we've had in the most recent times is Sir Jim Ratcliffe from Manchester. Richest man in Britain. Is actually richer than the owner of Manchester City. I'm not saying he'd put the same amount of money in, but he cares about the club. He wouldn't be buying it to make a profit, to take money out of it. He's got plenty of that with his other business. Is it Exxon, the drug company? I just think it'd be great if we could get someone like Sir Jim who gave a shit, who could come in, no more debt, say, right, let's get Old Trafford back up to scrap. Or just, do you know what, right, this might be controversial, United fans, if there are any out there watching. I'd have a new one. I love Old Trafford. Used to be a season ticket holder. If they said to me, we're going to do a Tottenham and build a brand new one next to it, I'd be all for that. Have you been to Old Trafford? It's big. It's a bit of shit, innit, these days. I mean, it could be modernised, but it could be better. I'm 6'3". I used to sit in the Stretford end. Never used to enjoy it. Felt like my knees were getting smashed in every 5 minutes. We could have something better. I'd love that. New training ground. Why not? You seen the land around Old Trafford? Someone come in with money. We could do these kind of things. Right. It's just a dream at the minute. I'm very excited. This is like the first real time that they've actually said, do you know what, we probably would sell. I think they want $5 billion for it. Cheeky bastards. Bought the club with debt, never paid the debt off, took out a good few billion, and now they could make an absolute shit ton. I mean, great business. Wankers, but good riddance, hopefully. So, all I've done, because Sir Jim is in the game, he's the owner of Nice in France, is I've moved Sir Jim to Old Trafford. And I've cleared the debt, and I've put a couple of $100 million in the bank, about 300, right? Because when you start a game, United only have 20. and then every year after that they get about 90, right? So that's it. So no debt, because you clear the debt. He's put a bit of capital in to say, right, go and buy some new players, and that's it. Now, I did change one thing about Sir Jim. He didn't have any targets as an owner, so I've given him one target, and that is to make Manchester United the biggest club in the world. That's his main focus as the owner. Can he do it? Will there be any difference? Well, we're going to jump forward 10 years, and we're going to find out, because, like I've said, in multiple simulations and experiments, after 10 years, United do pretty much nothing. They should be doing better, but will they do better? So here we are. It's the 1st of July 2032. There's been 10 seasons played, and straight away I can see, and it's very promising for me as a United fan, that Erik ten Hag is still the manager after 10 years. Now, I've seen him do okay. He's still the manager on the Oldham save, and on that Oldham save he's won a Carabao Cup and a Europa League. That's it, but he's still the manager. But then on what was it, the Haaland one, I don't think he lasted about 3 years. So different things can happen, can't you? Different simulations, different outcomes. But this to me is promising that we've kept the same manager. This is what I want. I think he's a good manager. I back him over anyone, including Ronaldo, who can feck off. We heard yesterday that we've mutually terminated his contract. So yeah, Viva Ronaldo. So onwards and upwards. But he's still here, so that's promising. He's obviously done a good job. He's not been bad, has he? And got the sack. Martinez is captain. I love that. And apparently we've got Declan Rice. Ooh, it's very interesting, this. Jadon Sancho's an icon. I saw Jadon Sancho win Player of the Year on the Oldham series. Yeah. So firstly, let's go through each competition history. I don't know what's what. I'm guessing we might have done alright with Ten Hag still here. And we'll start off with the worst competition and go up to the best. No offence to the Carabao Cup, but it is. So here we are with the Carabao Cup, and they won one. Second year he won it. Second to last year he's won it. And he got to 2 other finals and lost. So that's pretty good. 2 Carabao Cups. Onto the FA Cup. Never been a runner-up, but he has won 2. So he's won 2 Carabao Cups and he's won 2 FA Cups. So he actually won the FA Cup and the Carabao Cup same season. Interesting. Onto the Premier League. Now I find that interesting. He's won 2. He's just won the last one. Been third many times and runner-up once. But of course City, once you start this game, got Pep. Fantastic team. They've won 2. Liverpool won 2. City win 2. Then United finally do it and win 1. Gets broken up by Arsenal, City, and win another. But I like that, because this is the Carabao Cup's great and FA Cup's great, but I was hoping the club could get back to that, because I've not seen them win a Premier League in multiple simulations, right? So 2 is fantastic. It looks like hopefully as he's been doing his work, getting that winning mentality, winning the odd cup, just building his team, and then he's won 2 titles in 4 years. Because you've got to remember, with Alex Ferguson didn't win nothing for 5 or 6 years, 5 years possibly, when I was a little boy. Took him a while, so I like that. I like they've given him time and he's finally got there. Oh, it's that. They've given him time. Not only has he picked up a couple of Prems, he's done a Zinedine Zidane and a Real Madrid and won 3. That is insane. Beating Madrid at one of my favourite, possibly one of my favourite ever stadiums, a Puskás Arena in Hungary. And then my favourite stadium, even though it's a bit shit, beating Liverpool of all teams at Old Trafford. And then another favourite stadium of mine, I do love a bit of Dortmund, beating Arsenal, who went on and won it this season against PSG. 3 Champions League backs to back. I mean, that's it, innit? He's just giving him time. He's built a team. And over the last 4 years, he's winning Premier Leagues, winning 3 Champions Leagues. I've not seen that happen. So that is such a positive thing. I'd have that in real life. I'd wait a few years. We've got a new owner in. Let him sort out Old Trafford in the training ground and give a manager time to build his own team over multiple transfer windows, if that's what we could achieve. Because the difference with that, I mean, it's got to be money spent, because it's just got to be. We'll have a look in a minute. And I'll take that as well. Current world champions beating Bayern Munich with City 3rd. Oh, bring back those days, those glory days of 2008, please. I'm buzzing with that. And I hope this could happen, to keep a manager of his quality, let him grow as a manager, let him fall in love with the club, and let him stay and do his actual work. It'd be amazing. So 2 league wins, I'll take that. And 13 Cup wins, obviously, there's a Community Shield or 2 and a European Super Cup, I'm guessing, as well, here or there. But it is, look, first few years, it took him years, really. I mean, up until 2029, he'd won a Community Shield, an FA Cup and a Carabao Cup. But then, from 2029, it just starts rolling in, doesn't it? Premier League, Champions League, World Club Cup winners, Community Shield, Super Cup, FA Cup, Champions League, Super Cup, Carabao Cup, Champions League, Super Cup, Premier League. And I bet I'm not doing any more, because I just wanted a 10-year window. But it'd be interesting, wouldn't it? You went on again. Is this it now? Man United back on top. According to this, yes. And I've seen Man United drop off that entirely on other things. Entirely out of that top 20 or whatever that is. So at this moment in time, the best club in the world. Oh, come on. Sir Jim. But Sir Jim, right? Same age as my dad, I think. My dad's 70. Is he 70? 69? So he's nearly the same age. So, he'd be pushing 80. So did he actually stick around or did he piss off? Ah, there you go. I'll take that. Jim Ratcliffe stayed. He's pushing 80 years old. He stayed till last year. And then Jack Downs, promotion from within. Fair enough, whatever. But he saw the job through, didn't he? He's done, what, 9 years, 8 years? Getting a bit old. A bit long in the tooth. Buzzing with that. I was a bit worried then that he might have sold after 2 years and this would be a lot of nonsense. But well done, Sir Jim. Please buy us. I know you want to. In real life. Get the freaking wheels in motion. But honestly, I know some of you obviously aren't Man United fans. But as a Manchester United fan, it's quite exciting. It is. To finally have maybe a light at the end of that tunnel. After, is it 17 years of the Glazers, you know? And when you look how far we've fallen behind, not just on that pitch, not challenging for titles, but I mean the stadium and the training ground. I mean, Ronaldo had a point with all that. And has his interview helped with this? I just don't personally think he should have put that out there like that. Bit disrespectful to us, really, as a club and fans, even though he says, I love the fans. Dude, I'm done with him. We had a good year out of him. Personally, in my opinion, Ronaldo, good luck. Don't care where you go. Even if he's in the Premier League, I don't care because his days are numbered. So onwards and upwards to a club. No one's bigger than us, you know. I'm very excited for the future. Might take time, but I can see something good happening here, you know. So, I'm going to give him 300 million to spend. Maybe they injected more and got a bit giddy because he had no debt. And Sir Jim is wadded. Now, Sir Jim, I didn't change him, but you don't need to because the highest attribute they have is a 20. His resources is 20, so that's the richest you can be. And his business was 19. So, you know, he is top end, isn't he? But yeah, they spent a lot of money that first year. 65 the next year, but, you know, no loss. They've actually made a profit. Next year, went big again. They went big. Like it. Following year, 90. But yeah, made a profit that year. They're doing good business now, aren't they? Spending. Some years actually making a profit with player sales is something United don't tend to do. I'm noticing names, good names. I want to leave as well. And the following year, 100. Look at that. That's good business. Happy days. Look at that year as well. Wow. That year, they spent nothing. Next year, they spent nothing. Last 2 years, he hadn't even had to spend. His team's in place. I don't need no money. We're just going to win trophies. He's won Premier Leagues and Champions Leagues. Eric Ten Hag. And the old boy's still here, obviously. Lisandro Martinez, now a legend. Anthony's still here. Sancho is still here. They've got Vinicius Jr. Check that out. Frimpong, he's a good player. And they bought him myself on my United one. I bought Timber instead, but they've got them both. Brilliant. I think that might be it, innit? Old school. Now, taking them over just so I can look at a few other things. Finances mainly. And financially in such a fantastic spot. But we've seen they've done good business. They've spent big, but had years where they've brought more money back in, which is great. Good business. And they've been successful, which is absolutely fantastic. Are they in debt? Bit of transfer debt, so they've not got any more debt either. So that's how it should be at Manchester United. We create so much money. If we had someone with money as well, we'd be a freaking absolute force. And of course, I think we should look at the head-to-heads with City. Not a City basher. I've got lots of City friends. I grew up with City being the real City. Crap. Obviously, we all know what City are to this day. And as well as they've done, we should be with them and above them because we are 10 times the size they are. You know, can't polish a turd, Man City, but they have. So I just want to look at the head-to-heads over these 10 years. They played 33 times. United won 14. Have definitely had the upper hand, which is absolutely fantastic. So in these early days, it's, you know, it's typical. We're picking up the odd win here and there and beat them in the Community Shield, knocked them out of the FA Cup. But look at that. They're saying great in the Premier League in the early days. But then when we come down here, look at this period. Knocking them out the semi-finals at Champions League. Knocking them out the semi-finals at Champions League. Knocking them out the Champions League again. 3 times. It'd have been ace if we'd have beaten them in a Champions League final. But that is a turnaround. Could it happen in real life? Let me know what you think in the comments. Do you know what I mean? I know it's only a game, it's a simulation, it's an experiment. That's what we do with this game. But this is kind of showing you what could maybe happen with an owner with money who cares. Do you know what I mean? A good manager given time. So the joke that we have at the minute running our club. So there we go. It's just an experiment, just to see what would happen if we got rid of the Glazers, and I think it turned out amazing. I'm very, very pleased as a United fan, as a creator, because I think it was quite interesting. It'd be lovely if Sir Jim puts his hand in his pockets. Now it's a realistic possibility he could buy us, but I think there's probably plenty of guys out there with deep enough pockets who are going to be interested in buying Manchester United just because of what we can do. So I want to know. Let me know in the comments how you thought that turned out. Do you think that could happen in real life if we got rid of the Glazers? United fan or not? If we got someone in like Sir Jim, you know, a rich United fan, I think we'd be fine just getting rid of the Glazers, to be fair, getting rid of debt and just kicking on properly and having people who give a shit about the actual club, not using us just as a, you know, a business, if you know what I mean. So I'm happy with that. So yeah, I'd love to know what you think. Get involved in the comments, give me your opinion. Make sure you go and check out my Oldham series while it's still running, because it's running a lot longer than I thought it was. And also I've got a Journeyman adventure series coming soon if you're new to the channel, which has been running for a few years. That's coming back quite soon, possibly now. I don't know, I might wait till after Christmas, starting in the new year, fresh, new year, new series. But anyway, you stay happy, you stay safe. Thank you for watching. If you are brand new, feel free to subscribe and make sure you all hit that bell and you'll never miss a video, will you? You'll never miss me and I'll never miss you. Stay happy, stay safe. I'm Booed. Bye-bye.